Hey guys, so today we are going to make some deviled eggs, and this is pretty much all you need. You need some eggs, mayonnaise, mustard, and some salt. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and boil my eggs, and this is my egg timer, which I love, and my mom used to have one of these, and I bought one because they're so easy to use. And all this does pretty much is you put this in the boiling water with the egg, and you'll see it start changing color. It turns purple, and you'll see the purple start coming like all the way until you get it to right there in the middle where it says hard, and which is pretty much the whole egg, and it's going to be purple. So you'll start seeing that. So I already have my pot of water and all of my eggs, so I'm just going to go ahead and add this egg timer in there. So it's just going to go in there with the eggs, and when I check on it, I'll come and just be able to tell the egg timer how much it still needs to go and how much they're boiled. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and let this boil. Okay, so as you can see, the eggs are totally boiling now, and if you really look in there, you'll see the egg right here, and it is all purple, so that means that the eggs are ready. And if you can't tell, you could always just get a spoon to pull that timer out, and you guys can check it, and yeah, it'll be purple. Okay, I just go ahead and pulled the timer out. It's hot, but this is what it looks like when all the eggs are ready. The timer has gone purple all the way, you know, the whole thing's hard because hard is in the middle, and that's how I like it. I like the yolk to be completely solid through. I don't want it to be any type of wet spots or anything in there. So yeah, this is my egg timer. I took it out, and all this will need to do is cool down for it to go back to normal. Yeah. So I have my eggs there. I've already turned off the heat, and I'm just gonna wait for I'm gonna go ahead and put the water out and put all of my eggs in cool water so that they can go ahead and cool down. Now 12 of these eggs, there's actually about 19, I'd say like 19 eggs in here. 12 of these eggs are for the deviled eggs. That was a whole dozen. And then the other 7 are going to be for Allie to color, and that's a tradition that we have. So okay, so what we're gonna do is I have them cooling in cold water. They're already pretty cold, but I have them in water anyways. And what we're gonna do is we're just going to take them out of the shell, and we're gonna try and do it carefully because we don't really want it to crack. Sometimes it does, but so, and we are just going to peel. Okay, so as you can see, I have already taken the shells off of all of the eggs, and I have my trays right here. What I'm going to do next is I am going to cut the eggs in half, and in fact I need a bowl. Let me get a bowl. Okay. I'm going to cut the eggs in half and take the yolk and put it in my bowl. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that. You cut it open, and you're going to take the yolk. Okay, and you are going to do that with all of them. Be careful with your knife. So as you can see, I have put all the yolks in here and all the whites right there. And let's go ahead and move that So what we're gonna do is first we're just gonna go ahead and kind of smash up the yolk. Okay, so it's gonna be kind of just like that. You don't have to go too much into detail. And then what you're gonna do is add some mayonnaise. And I don't put an amount because I think that you can, lots of people want their mayonnaise in different ways. You know, some people like it really, really mayonnaise-y. I don't know, that's not a word, but you know, mayonnaise. And some people kind of like it on the drier side. So I kind of just go, you know, I just kind of check my texture as I go. So. You do want it to be creamy, so as you can see, mine is still very dry. I mean, it's not creamy at all. So, I'm adding more. Okay, checking the consistency, it is still pretty thick. So, I'm gonna add even more. And like I said, it's up to you. You can be checking the flavor as you go. But I want it to be creamy. Okay. I'd say that this is pretty good and creamy. Now, I am going to go ahead and add a little bit of mustard. Now this, I don't put a lot. It's just a little bit. Like that. That's pretty much all the mustard I use. Okay, now I'm going to add some salt. If you can hear noise in the background, it's my husband. He's watching basketball. Okay, and one thing I did not put on the ingredients list, which I do add, is a little bit of pepper. Now, some people don't like pepper, and they definitely don't have to put it. I just put a little bit. It may seem like a lot, but you know, it's gonna get mixed in, and it's really not a lot, so. Alright, so this should be pretty much the consistency, just a creamy, taste it. I think it's amazing. Okay, that's done. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this in a plastic bag because I think it's easier to go ahead and get them in. So I'm just gonna scoop it up and put it in the bag. In fact, let me. Let me go ahead and.
Hey, y'all are the same team here. Come on.
Okay, so I have put all of this in a plastic bag. This is a freezer bag because they're a little bit thicker. You could use a sandwich bag. You could use whatever bag you want. You don't even have to use a bag, but I do just so that it comes out a little easier. I get this tip, and I'm just going to cut it off with the scissors just a little bit. So, there. I take it off, and then I'm going to go ahead and squeeze it, kind of like what you would do with cake. And then I am just going to go ahead and squeeze it right into the egg. Right back into the egg halves.
Are you fucking serious, Dirk? He's gonna look at that?
Alright, so they are all filled, and I still have a little bit extra. So I'll just go to some that are not that full. Just add. And that is it. That's how the deviled eggs will come out. Now, some people like to add pepper to the top of theirs, or some people even like to add paprika. Now, I don't really like paprika, which is why I did not add it to my eggs. However, of course, I mean, it's your preference. You can do whatever you want. But that is pretty much the basic way to make deviled eggs, and then any added decorations you can add on top. So yeah, that's what they'll look like, and they are so delicious. So delicious. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoy. Bye.